Peace. This is the Enemy's Public, and I'm Brother Nasir. Today I want to speak about 10-year-old Bryce Lindley in Canton, Michigan, who is facing assault charges after a classmate was injured during a dodgeball game. These charges are shocking based on the young men's ages, age 10. But many say that racial factors may have been involved, given that the injured student is white and the one being charged is black. Kamisha Lindley received a call that her son, an incoming 5th grader, Bryce, is being charged with aggravated assault. Back in April, Bryce received a 1-day suspension from Ruth Erickson Elementary School after after allegedly injuring his classmate during a dodgeball game. Now, the object of the game is to dodge the ball. I've been hit harder than I'd like to in a dodgeball game growing up. Either you man up and continue playing, or you go play double dutch. I'm one of the types that chose to man up and stay in the game. Sometimes you get hit in the face, sometimes you don't. It depends on the one who has the ball's aim. And sometimes you can try to duck and aim right into the ball with your face. We didn't get mad. We got him back. That's how it goes. Yet, this mother wants to press charges and have this young brother punished over a schoolyard game of dodgeball. I couldn't believe it, Lindley told 7 Action News about the call she received from Wayne County Juvenile Court on July 24th. The allegations seemed harsh, but the injured child mother, who did not release her name, claimed that her son's previous medical condition caused him to sustain a concussion. Now, if he has a previous medical condition, why wasn't there letters sent to the school? Why wasn't the school and teacher, physical education teacher, people who are going to be supervising the children during recess, why wasn't anyone notified? So this is negligence on the mother's part. Someone should have known that her son cannot play dodgeball, but she was remiss of her duties as a mother. The situation became more complicated when the boy's races are taken into account. Now, Brother Tariq Nasheed shared his opinion about the events on Twitter, saying some 10-year-olds were playing dodgeball on the playground at school. A white kid got hit with the ball, then they charged the 10-year-old black child with assault. This is why we should not prioritize any of these border issues while our kids are racially targeted. My exact sentiment. We march with everybody else, we fight everybody's fight, but when it comes time for someone to stand with us, nobody stands with us. It seems to me the issue should have been taken up with the school. They find any way to criminalize our black children. Any ways to criminalize our black children. Yet, when this student in college put feces, blood from tampons, and stuck a sister's toothbrush in her backside, they did nothing to her. Nobody pressed charges. They didn't even give her a slap on the wrist. And they told the sister Jazzy, who they called, not to say anything about the case. They want to ruin this 10-year-old's life, yet this college student who knew better, who did what she did intentionally, they don't want to punish her. We need to understand that from birth, there's a target on our children's back. They have Planned Parenthood, yet the name is not synonymous with planning to be parents. They're trying to convince our women that they shouldn't have a child. Whether you go in there as a couple or as a single parent, they try to convince you to not become parents. Yet, if you do become parents, your child has a target on his or her back through their whole entire life. Our people need to understand this. Now, this mother will ruin a black child's life or any child's life over a schoolyard game instead of being a responsible parent, calling, giving a note saying, my child can't play games that are strenuous or play games that he may get hit in the face with a ball. Because the object of dodgeball is you have to dodge the ball. And if you can't dodge the ball in time, you should not be playing. Yet, the mother is incompetent and she's remiss of her duties. And they want to ruin this young brother's life over a schoolyard game. Now, this is a difference between black students' innocence and white students' guilt. You could have a white student doing something with malice and they'll get away with it. And a black student doing something non-intentionally, because I'm sure that this young brother, Bryce, didn't intentionally try to hurt that white student with the dodgeball. He should have sat his ass on the sideline or played double dutch with the girls if you can't take a dodgeball game. And it's ridiculous. Our children should not cohabitate with the white students. Let them go do their thing, wherever they play. Let them play that. This is a lesson. Sometimes a lesson taught is a lesson learned. Keep your children away from them. And teach your daughters and your sons how to move in this world, because it's a cruel, harsh world. And it's not our world. White supremacy and white supremacists is running this world for the time being. Understand that. They set up roadblocks and all kinds of obstacles for our children. As long as we're teaching our children to capitulate and teach our children that in order to move around in this world, you have to capitulate to white people. We have to coddle to their feelings. That's not the way to teach your child. If you teach your child self-sufficiency, if you teach your child that creating a job for themselves is better and more efficient than going to look for a job for somewhere else, for someone else. Dignity and integrity should be prioritized, as our sister Monique said. Because if you don't have integrity, you will accept anything that's offered to you, and it may not be of your best interest. So maintain your integrity, because our enemy, who is public, to let you know, our enemy is public, out in the open, not hiding it. And we don't have friends. Our problem is we think we have friends, and we won't befriend each other because we think we have friends outside of ourselves. Dr. John Henry Clark told us best that the black man and woman have no friends. We are our own friends if we but knew. So that's why we need to get our acts together and stop seeing a God outside of ourselves and a friend outside of ourselves. We need to start seeing a heaven that we create and a hell that we get away from and its devils. Now, Brother Bryce, his mother, Kamishi, should file counter charges, because these charges are uncalled for and they are malicious, and they are trying, and they are mental cruelty to a 10-year-old. They should file counter charges, because this young man, little brother Bryce Lindley, should not be going through this over a schoolyard playground injury. I've never seen something so ridiculous in my life. We've had students hurt, and myself growing up, all the time playing. So therefore, this young man, he can't play sports in school. And he better not walk into a dojo or a boxing gym if you don't want to get punched in his face. So I guess his mother will charge that person at the boxing gym or at the dojo if his son's kicked, swept, or caught with a right cross on his chin. So I guess this young man will be charged also, huh? This is what we're up against, brothers and sisters. We need to know there's a target on our back. We are in the crosshairs, and our enemy is public. You have been listening to The Enemy's Public, and I'm Brother Nasir. Like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, peace.